In EA Skate 3, it's only possible to do one flip no matter how far you jump. The game calculates where you land and from where you take off and sets the flipping speed accordingly. There is a way to work around this, however. If you almost land on an object, but don't because you're grabbing your boat and therefore smaller, the game calculates the flipping speed needed to land a flip on that object. If you never touch that object, you will keep flipping. Using that glitch, you can do some pretty cool doubles in the game. And even triples. At one point I even managed to do a quadruple flip. Sorry that the video starts too late. For the longest time I think this was the limit, until I encountered Jaxi Zeke's video on YouTube.
Let's do this. Please. Please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there it is!
His jump was smaller, but he was flipping faster. That's because instead of jumping over the object, he jumped under it. That way, the game doesn't calculate one flip until you would land on the object, but 1.5 flips. And therefore, the skater flips faster. Don't ask me how this makes sense, after all it's Skate 3 we're talking about. Now I had the height and the speed to do quintuple flips. I encountered a new problem though. If you get more than 5 seconds of airtime, the game resets, so you can't land jumps that are too big. My first idea to work around this was to split the jump into 2 parts, so the airtime limit of 5 seconds is never reached. I lost a lot of time trying this. Here's my closest attempt. In addition to this making the trick like 100 times harder, it wouldn't have been very satisfying had I landed it like this, because it was more like a triple to double than a real quintuple. So I had to look for another way to do this. I found out about Skate 3 modding on a PS3 emulator on the computer. That was the way to get rid of the dreadful airtime limit. Finally, I could just go for it and would eventually stick it. It still took a lot of tries. After all this teasing, here are some angles of the landed trick. It looks exactly like you'd guess. Check out my Instagram for a lot more cool Skate 3 tricks. It's called EA Snow 3 and I post regularly on there. Have a nice day!